I want to stay in the West, though, because the Clippers took down the Spurs last night, 103-97, and they're just still trending as the team to beat. They had a couple blips so far in the early schedule, but when they're all on Pistons firing, they look really good. So, Paul, if we assume your old team is going to finish sort of the best in the West, or they're going to be the ones to beat in the West, as we look at how the Western Conference is sorting it out, who do you think is the second best team so far in the West? Who's showing that?
I think it's the Lakers. I mean, they still got a lot more upside once Rondo comes back, Kuzma. I mean, Anthony Davis has been great. We know what LeBron can do. You know, LeBron, he doesn't have to carry a big load because of Anthony Davis. He can kind of coast through the season and be ready for the playoffs. But this guy's been dominant. I'm telling you, Anthony Davis, I think this is the second best team in the West. No, Houston has been good, Utah's been good, but hands down, they got the two superstars you need that can take you to the finals. The Lakers do.
Paul, I disagree in this sense because I don't think that AD and LeBron, you can count on them to stay healthy for 6 months. Okay. That's what concerns me.
Win healthy then.
Win healthy. If you told me, all right, 6 months from now they'll be ready to roll, okay, I get it. But I'm not buying LeBron going into age 35 here in a couple months can stay at this level this long. I think so many people have looked at the first week and they look at wins over the Grizzlies and the Hornets and they're like, oh, this is the team we thought. The Lakers have the superstar talent.
Yeah.
What worries me is the back end of that roster.
Well, you don't have to give him, he doesn't have to have his usage rate as high this year. Once Rondo comes back, he can take away ball handling responsibilities. Kuzma can take some scoring responsibilities, so he doesn't have to play as many minutes. I think they need to do a better job with his load management this year, you know, as he gets older. And I think if they do that, they'll be fine.
And that's the key to me because I don't think the depth is going to be there when they need it to take that pressure off, but we'll see. To me, it's a process of elimination. I'm not buying the Lakers as a title contender. I'm not buying the Rockets as a team that's going to stun everybody and jump in their race car and drive away to the finals. To me,
Mike D'Antoni said they're now down to 6 seconds or less. That's all I'm saying.
How's that worked out the last few years?
That's his original style.
Yeah.
You know, that's the style we saw when he was coaching in Phoenix.
He's chipping off a couple seconds now from Phoenix. But to me, it's the Jazz. Because we have no idea right now, a couple weeks in, just how good they can be. And when you add Mike Conley and you put him with Donovan Mitchell, if he takes that star turn this year like a lot of people expect him to, I think the pieces around them in place can be even better moving forward 4 or 5 months down the line in Quinn Snyder's system. And they're under the radar completely, always in Salt Lake City. But when push comes to shove, I think they have the pieces to push past everybody else. But I'm with y'all. Nobody's beating the Clippers if they're healthy. No. Defensively, they are on a totally different level.
It is interesting, too, to look at strength of schedule. You mentioned some of the Lakers' easy games. The Lakers, because they are a team that national TV networks want on more toward the end of the season, will have an easier strength of schedule for the first half of the season.
For sure.
Teams like Utah have historically, now they've got more national TV games than they did, I think, the last couple of years, but they would have a harder strength of schedule at the front of the season and then easier in the back half of the season, which is why we've seen the Jazz sort of rise from the dead a little bit the last 2 seasons. So it's an interesting thing to keep an eye on when you're saying, oh, this team looks really good, to see who they're playing and how they can get their feet under them.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.